Hello, world. I'm Doris Hall James, and welcome to the Indie Show. The Indie Show brings hidden treasures, hidden music legends to life. And this evening, my guest is Pamela Renee Smith. Pamela is a vocalist, a promoter, a producer, and has many more gifts that she's going to tell us about. Pamela Renee Smith, the spotlight is on you tonight. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello, Pam.
Hello.
Welcome, Pamela. Okay. I've been trying to get you here for a while, and I finally got you here.
Yes.
Because we
Yeah.
want to hear your story and
Oh,
all the
Lord.
things you've been doing, all the things you've done. Um, let's start with, I have Daniel Jenkins here with me, too.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, and Daniel's going to speak, too. So we have two great people sitting here tonight. Pamela, you are a vocalist, event coordinator, a promoter, hostess. You a mobile DJ?
I was a mobile DJ.
A mobile DJ. I'm just fine, really, what that was. Okay. A motivational speaker, a promoter, and all of these gifts God has given you.
Yes.
Okay, and you've been very, very blessed. Okay. As a vocalist, when did all this begin?
As a vocalist,
Yeah.
I think when I first opened my mouth.
Okay. You mean you were screaming? Was that scream or singing?
Yeah. Most people say 5 years old. I was
Okay.
5 years old singing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Okay.
But my grandparents used to like to hear me singing, and my father was a bass player who
Okay.
played music. Everything was about music. And grandma's house was blues all the time.
Okay.
You know. And my father was a bass player. In our living room, he would have everybody in the neighborhood in the living room
Yeah.
singing.
Okay.
And I always remember
I can just imagine that in the living room, everybody singing and playing.
everybody. But I'm little now. I'm tiny.
Uh-huh.
So can I get on the mic? He said, when you grow up, you can get on the mic.
Okay.
And in my head, I couldn't wait to grow up to get on that microphone. But, you know, at times when I always sit and watch these singers, and everybody was like good, and my father would play bass, and then they would have rehearsal with other guys that played bass, and then, you know, so I couldn't wait to grow up and be a singer. But I have a little brother. He's a singer also, named Brian Keith Smith.
Okay.
And then he more so got the opportunity to travel because, you know, he was younger and he went to college and stuff like that. But as time went on, I interacted with my father. He's always talking about the Uptown Theater, and he said we're gonna open up in the Uptown with Sam Reed. I didn't know who that was.
Okay. Yeah.
And he would
yeah,
name Bunny
yeah.
Sigler and all these names and
Legends.
yeah,
Music legends.
legends.
Yes.
And I used to say, Dad, I said they look so old. You know, I'm so little. I finally grew up to meet up with them. You know,
Okay.
but he took me everywhere. I wasn't old enough to get into the clubs. And he used to sneak me up to the Blue Room where the Hollywood Palace was, and I sneak up there and bring me in and do this one song, Dr. Feelgood. That was my first live stage song back in maybe like the early 80s. And no, 70s, because I wasn't even 21 yet.
Okay.
But that was my very first song. So it was basically my voice singing. My father couldn't sing. He played bass.
Bass.
Yeah,
Okay.
he could not hold a note, but he knew everybody. We used to watch him on, I don't know if y'all remember Steel Pier.
Yes. Absolutely.
You remember Steel Pier,
That's
Daniel?
out of Atlantic City,
right.
wasn't it? Yeah.
And he might be backing
Yeah.
up somebody on, you know, and he always say, oh, don't nobody know me. You know, they just call me in at the last minute, you know. Then my grandfather, he was a gospel singer. So he did stuff in Virginia with James Cleveland.
Okay.
So whenever I would go there, I would sing gospel in his church. So music was just always in my house. Now my mother she liked to sing Dionne Warwick and songs like
And
that.
she could sing too.
No.
Okay.
My mother's from Camden, New Jersey. My father's from down south of Philadelphia. Camden and Jersey. I always say Camden can dance and he can sing. And my father, I said, Philly always wanted to be. They had the doo-wops, and, you know.
Yeah.
We had, like I said, a lot of people came to my house. my father was friends with Garnett Mims.
Okay.
And me and Dad, we worked with Garnett Mims for like, what, 20 years?
Yep.
Yeah, and
Yep.
I ran into him. He don't remember me. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And the way he used to tell me about getting, about salvation, he told me he got saved and turned his life around. And we also, Dad and Jake, we worked with Jimmy Ellis, too, from the Tramps.
Okay.
Yeah, we worked with him for 20, 25, 30 years. So after, I guess, all the excitement was over, everybody had to go back to work.
Mhm.
So, so that's how.
Now you had to go back to work because.
Well, I had to work.
Yeah. So
I
did
I
yeah.
worked at
Yeah.
16.
Okay.
I was 16 years old. I went to started at Hahnemann Hospital,
Okay.
and I was one of the youngest union members in the city of Philadelphia.
Mhm.
And that's why I wanted Steve here, because he wanted to do a documentary.
Okay.
I wanted Steve here, and
Steve Robinson.
Steve Robinson.
Okay.
They took me under their wing, and I became a rebel. so, so at that point, it was that little space in between where you're not singing, but then the 80s came and the open mics came,
Okay.
and that's
Yeah,
when I started going to the open mics and like freelancing in the early 80s with I don't know, Monica Thornton, Sharon Wilson. Monica Thornton introduced me, I believe, to Fat Larry. They used to be in Chester,
Okay.
that band, and I still wasn't 21 yet.
Okay. Okay.
If he was taking me around, I wasn't old enough to, but everybody looked like the drummers there. Everybody was young going in those clubs. So that I just had fun, and when my turn came, if my turn came to sing, I mean, once I opened my mouth, it was like, wow, she can sing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But then they would never let me sing again.
But you're taking care of that now. You're going to take care of that now.
Well, I started singing at different places. I sang in the early 80s.
Mhm.
I was doing a lot of freelancing, Shoe Baby, and a group called Sons of Ace.
Shoe baby.
Yeah, Shoe Baby. What y'all call them?
Shoe baby. We call it shoe baby.
Shoe Baby was at a place called Cleves.
Okay.
And a friend of mine, Tina Richardson, she comes out with us. She used to take me there. All my friends took me everywhere. We used to go, they used to take me where Chappie Washington was,
Okay.
and the Delphonics, they all hung around the Delphonics, Major Harris. I met all these people when I was younger. And because of my father, and then one of my girlfriends was cousins with the Intruders. So we would go over their house, and the mother would feed us. And so everybody was like into the music. And if they wasn't singing, they knew the artists, they knew the groups. And there's nothing but everybody wanted to be a star.
Yeah.
I wanted to be a star. I tell you, one time, I wanted to be a star first. I changed my mind. They came to this place, and they were giving out these videos. You do a video, and you go on, and if you did good, you win a video and a record contract.
Okay.
Well, I was number 99. Okay?
Mhm.
Can you imagine waiting for 100 people to sing?
Okay. Okay. You were in a line waiting to go.
We were in a big club.
Okay. Okay.
So I was number 99, something like that. So I didn't really drink, but Heineken's had just came out. I drank a couple of Heinekens. Oh, I drank a lot of Heinekens. I was nervous. And I tell this story all the time. I went on stage to sing I Try by Angela Bofill. And I was tearing it up. But I was a little drunk. I got to the end of the song. And I said, I tried, and I tried. I said, well, how this song? I tried. And the guy was like, get off the stage. I'm like,
Oh my.
I'm not finished yet. He said, this is live.
Wow. Wow.
So I got off the stage, and he said, come here. He said, do you know that the judges wanted to pick you? And you in that song like that? He said, I'm really upset. We was going to give you a contract. I was so hurt, I didn't show my face for a couple of years. I was embarrassed. And, and I said, wow, I could have had a record contract. And I didn't come out for a long time.
Okay.
because I thought like I was a failure, like I really failed at this. I know it's a good, when I go to Hollywood Palace, I go on stage at Hollywood Palace, and everybody was doing Hollywood Palace, upstairs the Blue Room, and doing shows, but people used to steal my songs.
Mm-hmm.
By the time I got to the Hollywood Palace, if I was late, oh, you can't sing that. Somebody sang that already.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, can I sing it? They ain't singing like me. No. But I really only had 2 good songs.
Mm-hmm.
And that was Over the Rainbow and Dr. Feelgood. And somebody stole them. So I said, okay, then I will still keep coming to Hollywood Palace, and I just started watching everybody sing,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what genre of music do you like to sing the best? I think you can sing all. Well, which one do you like?
I'll be honest with you, the best that I do the less, I love gospel music.
Okay.
I love gospel music. I got opportunity, in I think it was the early 80s when I changed my life and I started going to church.
Mm-hmm.
And my daughter was going to church and she said, Mommy, come to this church because I'm hanging out.
What year was that?
That was around in 80.
Okay, Daniel. Okay.
Daniel, that was in,
You proofreading now?
that was in, Daniel. Well, I'll tell you
Well,
this.
we want to know.
No, you want to know. Well, I'm going to tell you what happened.
You can get him back in a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm going to get him back. When, in 1987, my sister was killed in a car accident. We were in the car together. And that night before, Shoe Baby did a show. And I wanted my sister to come hear me sing. She never heard me sing. And she never showed up. So that next day, we went to my other sister's graduation. And when we got in the car, we never made it because we were in an accident. And that's when, I got reconstructed my hand, my whole left side. So that's when life-changing experience, like after the accident, I think everybody went to church in my house.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that's when I started going to church. But my daughter invited me, she was going, and I met a young lady named Dr. Early.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Early was over the AME Mass Choir, and she just took me everywhere. Everybody would take me under their wing.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever they met me, they'd just drag me along, and she just put me up there to sing. She said, we do spirituals. We do, the Baptists do more hymnals, and the AME do spirituals. And she had me singing everywhere, and I was going to meet. She was training.
Great.
So you're going to be a gospel singer. And I said, wow, I'm going to be a gospel singer. And I became a gospel singer.
Okay.
But I eventually pulled away from that church. It was small, and my mother was dragging me to Triumph Baptist Church. And that's when I went to Triumph Baptist Church. And that's when I started singing on the choir. And great things started happening from there.
That's right. I can believe that.
Yeah.
I can believe
Yeah,
it.
so, but I was still doing both. Going out to but I stopped drinking and all. I was trying to live a good life,
Okay, now.
I said I was trying. I'm
You're
telling the
trying
truth.
that.
I was
Okay,
trying.
so you were doing gospel. Are you doing a lot of gospel now?
No, I haven't been singing in the past. I was in another car accident, so that kind of changed things. I was in one in 2011.
Okay.
Yeah, in 2011, that accident changed my whole life. And I can't really get around like I wanted to.
Okay.
I was going to, then I have breathing conditions. I have to have certain things set up for me, to even sing on a choir. And then I was passing out. I didn't even know I was passing out. But, and people could tap and wake you. And I had arrhythmia. I didn't know I had arrhythmia in my heart. And all that time I was passing out because somebody took a picture, put it on Facebook. My wig was twisted, my legs were open, and on the choir.
That wasn't me.
You wasn't on the choir. If he was on the choir, he'd have did that.
This was choir members did this.
The choir members did that. I was so embarrassed. And
Man.
when I went to church one Sunday, the lady said, "Is this you?" And I said, "Oh God." That's no, that ain't me.
Well, now I see that. I went to the Crab Tavern, and I don't get out much.
Mhm.
You know, my schedule is really something. So when I get out, I like to enjoy myself, and I like to go places where I feel comfortable and all that. I felt very comfortable at the Crab Tavern, and you sang my favorite song. What is it?
Ain't no way.
With the black
Black
draws
draws.
on.
Yeah. Okay.
Everybody like that
Yeah.
song.
I really like that. I like the way you sang the song, and I like all of your emotions and everything with the song. I thought that was a good song, and that's considered a blues song, right?
Oh yeah,
It's
definitely.
considered a
definitely.
blues song.
Well,
Black
actually, it was it's a down home blues, and my grandmother used to sing that,
Okay.
and it was another song my grandmother used to sing that I do. Oh God, I can't even think of the song. It'll come to me, down home blues,
Okay.
and my grandmother had a big butt, and she used to go down home blues, and I used to mock, her
Okay.
and
Okay.
sing the blues.
All right. Okay. But that was really impressive to me. I enjoyed
Well,
it.
I got that song in let's go hang out with Toni Washington.
Okay.
She's a jazz blues singer, and when me and soulful blues was Aretha Franklin, so I had to find some really bluesy
You
songs.
do Ain't No Way too.
Yeah, I do. Ain't no way.
Yeah,
I had to find some really bluesy songs. So, hanging out with Toni Washington is, she does a lot of legends too. Also giving awards, and hanging out with her, she had an open mic, and I had to find something. And I liked the black draws. I always liked black draws
You
because
like black draws? Is that what you
no,
said?
no, no. We used
just
to
said that,
no at the Crab
She did
Tavern.
say that.
I was a line. I used to line dance, and we.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I was a line dance like him. He'd be there, but he would never dance with me.
We won't get Daniel in a minute.
No, Daniel was doing ballroom dancing. I do line dancing, and Black Draws was one of the songs.
Okay.
And I realized that they were line dancing to blues. If you go on a line dance, almost their songs is blues.
Okay.
And then that's where I learned that one-eyed man. If you see my one-eyed man, please send him home. I learned. Meet me with your black jaws, down home blues. And, a whole lot of stuff. Members only. It's a private party. That songs like that. So when I got in and then I started going around with Toni and she had blues players and stuff like. I just had a hard time getting it so into them. I needed my own band. So eventually, I did get my own band.
Okay. Let's take a break a minute and let's look at who we have and say hi to everybody. Okay. You want to read or you want me to read?
If I can see who's that?
Sandy Sykes. Hey, Sandy.
Sandy, I'm here. Who's
Okay.
Sandy?
Sandy's my sister.
Oh,
She's
hey,
always-
Sandy. Hey,
Okay.
sister.
And then you got
Eddie Holman. The two.
Yeah,
Hey, Eddie.
Hey, Eddie. They're two of my most favorite ladies in the world. Miss you, Pamela, Renee
Oh.
Smith, and Doris Hall James. Love you ladies very much. Thank you, Eddie. Okay. And there you go here.
That's Carlos.
Uh-huh.
And,
Hi, Carlos.
hello, Carlos. Carlos amigos.
Okay. And
That's-
Jessica Lorraine. That's my cousin.
Okay.
And then we have George Buzzy. Hey, George, thank you
Hey,
so
George.
much for everything. I got a lot of plans for you.
All right.
Okay.
Tell George I'm ready. George, I'm ready.
He can hear you. Carlos is here again. Hey, Daniel Jenkins, Daniel and Pamela. It's about time. Great interview. I still shout you both on my show on Tuesday nights on Philly Live Radio.
Carlo, I stayed up
Carlos.
all night and ain't heard my name. I be on. Can they see who's on the radio?
Can they see who's on the
Yeah,
radio?
can they see who's on the radio? Because on Tuesday nights I have nothing to do, and Carlo be sitting on his love stuff.
But you can't see who's on the radio.
Oh,
But you can hear him hit
but
shout out.
I'm waiting for to hear my shout out.
He said he's doing it. He said
I must
he
miss
said I shout out to you on my show on Tuesday nights. That's what he said.
I must miss
I don't think I heard it either.
All right.
But if he said he does it, I guess he does it. But if you didn't do it, you can do it again next Tuesday. All right?
Okay.
And then Benny Barksdale Jr. says, hey, everyone, I'm here. Hi, Benny. How you doing?
Hey,
Benny.
Benny.
And then Linda McSee. This is my cousin. I have a lot of cousins and stuff, right?
Well,
And this is my cousin. And I'm glad to see you're up and you're doing well, Linda. Thank you. Johnny Croom joined. Hi, Johnny. My
hey,
favorite
Johnny.
person. Yes.
Yeah, Johnny plays with Pamela Renee.
Yeah.
We did a 2-man band one time.
You did? Yeah. And then we have Patricia Atkins. Hi, Doris and Gil. Hi, Pat. Thank you. It was nice seeing you the other day at the Creek picnic. Is that what? She was there.
Picnic.
Barbecue. She was there.
You know I don't like saying picnic.
I know, but shoot. Okay, Shelton Price. Shelton is here. Well, Shelton, wait a minute. Pam, Shelton Price, thank you for all you do and what you've done for me, Pamela Renee.
Oh, yeah, Shelton.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
Shelton.
Shelton.
Okay.
You owe me dinner, lunch.
Okay. Stanley P. Briston. Thanks for joining
That's our
in.
keyboard player.
And he's,
Hey, Stan.
Hey, Pam.
Hey, Stan.
Okay. Now, he's the key. Now, he plays for everyday people.
Oh, you talking about that group?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're on the this show, indie show, I think September 12th.
All right, all
Okay?
right.
And they're going to tear it
Oh,
up.
yeah,
You know,
they were
gonna tear
great.
it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
And Brett Jolly is here. Danny.
Yeah.
Oh,
you're
no.
talking too much.
Brett's out there?
Yeah, and he's talking about you now.
You talking about you?
He said you talking too much, Danny.
No, he
Look
was.
what Brett said.
He
Hey,
was.
Brett.
Brett want to hear what
Brett.
I gotta
Hey,
say.
Brett.
I haven't gotten to Brett yet. Wait till I get to Brett. Wait.
Don't start on Brett.
Don't stay on that line, Brett.
And then we have Butch Blade Ingram. Hi, Butch. I've
Hey,
been trying
Butch.
to reach you. You know I'm trying to reach you.
Butch
gotta
knows
talk
my
to you.
brother, Brian Keefe.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then we go again with Brett. Hey, Pam. Oh, nice wig. You know. Wait, they're always picking at.
Well, I
That's
tell you a little
okay.
secret. She took me to the bathroom and fixed me up. Brett, I didn't start out like this.
And George Buzzy said, we.
Yeah,
we.
we.
Okay.
That's it.
And Butch Blade Ingram said, hey,
Hey,
cousin
cousin
Pam.
Pam.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, he was at the show, the Dexter Wansdale
Yeah.
show, him and his wife. It was very, very nice.
And then we have Stephanie Charmaine. That's my next door neighbor. Hi, Stephanie. And Stanley, this is the keyboard player, says, Danny looks like a secret service agent. I guess.
He trying to hide. He don't want nobody to know he with me.
Lauren Ashley joined. Hi, Lauren. And Leroy A. Hawks joined. Thank you guys for joining in. We're going to continue with our interview right now, and we're going to switch a little bit, and we're going to talk to Danny, since his name is being mentioned. Okay. Now, Danny, how did you and Pam meet?
At Hanneman Hospital, like I said, I worked there for 35 years.
Mm-hmm.
Started out in patient transport, and then became a NA,
What's the NA?
nurse's assistant.
Okay.
What they did was they fade out patient transport. I think when it was Allegheny came in, they got rid of patient transport. Then they took some of us, put them on some different floors and stuff. But fortunately, I was lucky I didn't have to go up on the floors. I went in an X-ray,
Okay.
and I stayed in the X-ray the whole time.
Okay.
So that was like my Cadillac coming out. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. So but everybody else, they had it hard because they was up on the floors.
Okay.
And
And that's how you two met.
Well, we
Yeah.
met because
Yeah.
he came out of the box.
Out of the box.
Yeah, where
You know, see,
Daniel is a quiet, introverted type of guy.
Uh-huh.
And I think when I could bring something out of him. He had a camera.
This is a PG program.
He had a camera, And he liked to sell CDs and make CDs and stuff. And I went to school for floral design, and we were doing events. And then when had a camera, and he would show me everything, and then I would like I'm telling him now where to go get this and that and the other, and he would go get, and he started creating his own world.
Okay.
And like I was creating my own world.
Well, before I got into video, and I was a DJ.
Okay.
I was up at a spot called
Whispers.
71st and Ogans Avenue.
71st and Ogon.
Charlie.
71st and Ogans Avenue. Then I went
Charlie
to
B's?
I went to a spot up in Manioc. It was two football players, Herb Ality and Leroy Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
They had like a barn, and I was a DJ in there. And how that spot kind of closed down was like when they had that barn built, there was a factory next door to it, and every time Herb Ality would come in and open up the door, I would always be the first one in the parking lot.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Herb Ality always said to me, Danny, play my song. That was Marvin Gaye.
All right.
Got to give it up.
Okay.
He always made me play in the beginning, and he always made me play at the end. Well, one time, like I said, my mom always in the parking lot before anybody come. So we seen water in the parking lot, right? So what it did was, whoever had that barn built, instead of having the pipes going through the street, they had it tapped into a factory building. So somebody went into the factory building, stole the copper out, so that let Herb Ality not having no water. So he was open like every 2 weeks, like teachers, like it was really nice, right? Barn was really nice. So
Was it Cyrano's or Ciro's?
Zero.
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 First no gun?
Yeah, Zero.
Yeah.
Zero.
So
I'm sitting here with my mind saying, I
Zero.
should know this.
Hey,
Right.
Danny,
No,
you're going to
Zero.
tell that whole story.
wait, what up?
I want to hear.
This is
Let
my
him. I want
this
to
is-
hear.
He
this
didn't
is my
interrupt you.
wait a minute, this is my half now. So she want me to talk.
I
So
just want to hear.
yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna.
Don't be
And then-
selfish.
So anyway, they did that 3 times. Went in that factory, he would get his plumber go in and put some so he could have water in it for the night, right? Okay. Then came in there one night, no electricity. So Harry said, play my song. He said, they try and get me out of here, right? So it kept going on like that. So Harry told me one night, he said, Danny, play my song. Mom and Dad got to give it up.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, for one thing, he said, if I ever get another spot, he said, I'm going to call on you.
Okay.
Right? But he never, I guess he said that was too much for him, so he never called, you know.
Okay.
But anyway, I think that's when I went to Ciro's after that.
Okay.
Then after I went to Ciro's, one guy came in there from BP Associate, Billy Knox. So Billy Knox just said, can I ask you a personal question? I said, sure. He said, how much is they paying you? So I told him, he said, well, why don't you come on down Whispers,
Okay.
down in Center City? So I was a DJ down in Whispers. I played on Friday nights. Yeah.
Kim Graves, right?
Okay.
No,
Kevin Graves?
Whispers,
Whispers.
Whispers was at 13th and Locust
Yeah.
on the second floor. We
Yeah,
stayed over
but,
to
but I
the
thought
top.
it was Kim Graves' spot.
Yeah, that was down there too. Yeah.
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 Okay.
Daniel's
That
also a
was
bass player.
Okay.
No, I used to be a guitar.
I mean, guitar.
Okay, get it right.
I get it. I can't get the
Okay.
guitar from the bass.
That's good.
Then I got into, you know, after Whispers closed down, then that's when I went into video, and then somebody said to me, "Why don't you get into photography?" So,
And you
here I
do
am.
a real good job. Daniel
Well,
was showing me.
you know, I'm like 99%. I'm almost to the 100, but I'm 99%. It's just a little bit more, you
Okay.
know. And I'm gonna thank Steve Robinson. He kind of.
Yes, Steve
And
Robinson.
then there was another guy named Ronald Gray. So them two kind of let me know. But I had to learn things on myself, how to get out and shoot, and then look at my work and do adjustments. So when that's what it
Okay,
is,
but you showed me some pictures tonight, and you know I think they're really
Yeah.
magnificent,
Excellent.
amazing
Excellent. You know-
pictures.
Yeah.
I think you did a good job. Okay.
He didn't show you
And,
mine.
I just gotta make Pam look more better. You know, she has a problem with that.
He does never make. He never makes me look good.
yes, he does.
Oh no,
Yes,
no.
he
He takes
does.
my mouth is open. Thank God I got most of my teeth. You know.
Okay. Now, Pam.
Yeah.
Now, you do a little acting.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Oh no, don't go there.
What are you talking about?
Brett, like for you to make this comment. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No. This is real acting.
Oh.
Yeah, it's real acting. No, I played Mahalia. Played songs people sing, and we opened up the Leocore Center with, and a couple places with Good Man Hard to Find. Had a little teeny weeny part in the back, but I was there, and my mama prayed for me. And I also played a slave in one of Claire Ward's sisters.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And then I have opportunity in the medical corps. They have training for terrorism. So I had an opportunity to act for the infomercials to teach the students. At St. Joe's, I did conflict management. And University of Penn, I was the girl that, you know, when they have a disaster, I was the girl that they ignored, and I acted fool. I was trying to get that tape because they couldn't do their work because they kept laughing at me, and I was on the floor. Everybody was half dead, and I was the one that didn't die. But they was trying to get to the dead people, and I was like, I'm alive, y'all. Come get me. Help, get me out of here. And the guy would say, shut up. I said, shut up. And I was on the floor dragging. And I acted so funny. And even at the end of the course, you know, there was all video for the show. We had to sign off that this is what they're going to be training security and students with. So I was on that. And then when we did at St. Joseph, we did acting for conflict management, solving a conflict. And I should know how to solve a conflict because I did a lot of those in the AmeriCorps. So when I was in AmeriCorps, I did a lot of training in AmeriCorps. I got my presenter's license and my facilitator because I was a liaison in AmeriCorps. So I would travel and do different stuff.
Okay, now, when did you start promoting and booking events for artists? When did that start?
That started about 5 or 6 years ago.
How did you get started in that? What made you want to go? What made you want to go into that?
Well, I was doing events for weddings and stuff because I had my own little small business. And then I was a DJ. And then I met Brett Jolly at 7165. Germantown, yeah. And I just got out of being sick from my accident, start my life over again. And I said, this time I'm disabled. I'm not going back to work. I'm going to do my passion. I don't care what nobody say.
That's good.
Pamela's going to live her life because she's crippled and decrepit and all beat up. And she's going to do it like that. One way or the other. So I started and it's just going down there and singing. And because I was a DJ for 10 years. So, and then when the accident came, see, I was a hairdresser, then a fraud design, then a DJ. And you know, each thing I'd done for 10 years. So, and then I would try to collaborate together. But when I went to AmeriCorps, and I got to use all my experience with the
transferable skills.
Right, transferable skills
together
with the young people.
Okay.
So I got the Spirit of Service Award for working with 150 young people. So I got to use everything, and I was trained ungodly. They made sure I did everything because I went in there to do art, and I ended up a life skills teacher.
Okay.
And you know, and that way I got to do everything. It was called Community Works. I don't know if you ever heard of Community Works, Temple Law. I was working under Temple Law. I was trained by Temple Law, and I worked with the children. So I started getting into those cards, and then that's when actually I started using everything. So when I decided that I wanted to do event planning, I was already an event planner. I did over hundreds of weddings with Danielle, and we did weddings and Steve. We did weddings, and we did events. So I already knew how to do events. So I got with the band and me and Chris Odoms.
Okay, Chris Odoms.
Chris Odoms. We were working together. Chris, is you are out there because I'm talking about you. So me and Chris So yeah, we were working together when it came to Crab Tavern, and we were doing shows. But I was doing events with Tony Washington, because I said, well, Tony said, well, you do your own shows. I said, no, I want to do shows, and I would put myself at the end, and I would promote the other artists, and I wouldn't do. But Chris used to say, you need to do your own show. So I said, I'm going to sing, because I sing gospel. I was still in church, singing on the choir, traveling with the choir, singing, and I did some backup on Dorothy Norwood, Shirley Caesar, doing backup with big choirs and stuff like that. So, it didn't faze me, because I wanted to promote other people.
That's right.
And I think I want to promote other people that were unsung, because this incident happened to me. I went to Major Harris's funeral, and a man was there, and he says, that's Jake's daughter, And the guy said, who's Jake? And I said, my father would tell me about these people. He is totally unsung. Nobody knows this man,
Yeah.
He's totally unsung. So I said, that's what I wanted to say. No, you know what? I want to do awards for people in the community unsung. And that's how I came about that. But I was doing little shows with their Pamela's Angels and, R&B. Me and Chris was doing shows, and I was in a band. It was called Side by Soul. His band would play on Saturdays at the Crab. So we had got started there. And we broke away for some reason, but I still continue to do, he never did the awards with me, but we were doing the smaller shows. The awards, I started doing them about 5 years ago. I did a lot of people. And I had a reason, like I said, for the purpose that a lot of our Philadelphia singers were unsung.
Yeah.
Like my father was unsung. I'm unsung, Who knows, a person I've traveled around with gospel music, sang with the best choir, was in every group from State Baptist Convention. I did some stuff with Dr. Charles Walker. I don't remember Dr. Charles Walker. We did stuff at the Merriam Theater, the Academy of Music. He was great because in his choir he did contralto and he did opera. So me and my girlfriend, she passed away, we got a chance to get on stage, and I didn't like it. I like juke joints.
Well, you when I go on to in social media, I see you, and almost every week you got another something going. You got a show going. You got the blues show
something.
coming. Yeah,
She's promoting something every
she's
week.
got flyers out for everything. I said, well, how does she do all this? And you're doing a good job. That's what I want to say is you're doing. Now this year, can you tell us how many acts have you booked? About?
This year just started. January, February, March, and May, June.
July.
We had one in February, right? The Valentine.
Okay.
I did that. I collaborate with other people.
Okay.
So I collaborate and try to work with other people, and I find out sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. I don't mind working alone, and people work with me, and pay them, whatever. Sometimes my idea, my vision is not the same as the other person's, but then I found some people I can work with, But we did Valentine's show in February. Did we do anything in March? No. We didn't do nothing in March, April. I think I more so did shows that I was hired to do in between that. So February we did a show, and then April, May, something we did. Well, our big show was in March. Then we did the last show in June.
Yeah, I'm going to get to that one in a minute.
Okay.
Because I want to talk about that in depth. You say we, so you have a support team to assist you?
Well, you know what I say? I'm not an I person. Like, it's all about me. I say we, meaning that I've had other people that were supportive at the time.
Okay.
And it's always a we. I can say, well, I did this. No. No, you see Pamela Renee keeping live entertainment live. Yes, that's me. But I'm a we person. And that's hard for other people. Some people is I. No, I grew up with we. I'm the second child of 6 children. We shared everything. It was always us. And we. I try to tell somebody when they talking to me, yeah, you. I say, who, me? No, I'm talking. No, just say, include yourself, say us, or we. So I'm kind of funny about that. So when I say we, like, like us, we sitting here like right now.
But what I'm saying is that you do have a support team.
I have
because
a support
you
team.
mentioned
Yeah.
Daniel,
Steve.
Brett. I can look at
the group
the posts,
right.
and I can see that you do have a support team.
Yeah,
and they're there, and they're helping.
They're helping.
They're all and they're promoting, because I look at the posts, and almost a lot of people from the crab are here.
Right.
Okay, that's supportive.
They're right.
And that's very, very
important. And that's what I say,
right?
we. That's the we.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we have a little crew, Crab Tavern crew. They help out. They found me with needed help. And those girls just stepped right in.
Yeah.
And one day I was so sad. I said, I don't know, I can't do that. And they just started. We have a decorator, which is Cheryl Allison, and Debbie. She does a lot of help me promoting, and also Evelyn promotes, and Tina Richardson, she helps me promote. So I have a great support.
Good.
The band is supportive. On Wednesday nights we all do what we supposed to do.
Okay. Let's hit on the Black Music Month event with Dexter. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Daniel, were you there?
Yeah, he was my
So you can
videographer.
chime in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, what happened was my father used to talk about Dexter Winsell all the time, and I liked some, his music, all his music really, but I didn't know exactly who he was. So I went on Facebook maybe a year or so ago, and I started following his stories, and I was like, this is the kind of person I want to honor, because a lot of times people are stars, stuff. They do not talk to people on Facebook, okay? And I've tried to give awards to a lot of people, and they're like, I don't know who I am, and never got back with me, never responded. And when you talk, I know everybody talked to Dexter. He tells a story about the sound of Philadelphia, and I was like, wow. And I was like, that happened, and people, this happened, and oh, who wrote this, and who wrote that? And I'm in the music, and certain things that I just didn't know, and he was sharing the story. Okay. And as he was sharing the story, it just made me want to, and I wrote one that said, I'm going to honor you, because when people are interacting with people and sharing and doing and things of the community, they need to be, recognized, and they need to be honored. So that's what I did. And somebody, Dexter's not going to show. I got all kind of negative stuff, but I'm a persistent person. I am determined to get done what I say I'm going to do.
Get the job done.
So I told Dexter, I'm going to honor you, and he probably thought, he probably didn't pay no attention, but and I went forth to do it, and I had a lot of support. And like, oh my God, I hope there's somebody going to show up. The tickets didn't look like they were selling, and people pulled through in the end, and a lot of them kept their word. Tony Jones, he was TNT was very supportive. Suzanne Burgess and all them that I've been around, and we do jazz at the Calabash. I don't remember the Calabash Club. Yeah, we were Calabash singers, and Tony Jones and them stepped in. I mean, my life it need more than a day to tell the story, but I can tell you as much. So that's when we gave him, and we pulled in the guy from what's that club down there? Oh, who else we gave the award to?
By the way, Pam's supposed to be receiving an award the 31st of this month.
Okay.
Yeah. And
what is that?
That's Entertainment Heritage Award.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually.
Thank you, Danny. You were nice. Okay.
And the whole band actually is going to be getting that award. Yeah, the whole band, we're going to be getting that one for entertainment and what we do for Smooth Groove.
Okay.
Yeah, Smooth Groove. And that's basically the award that, because I umbrella under them. And, I last year they were supposed to give me an award, but I was in the hospital sick. And they gave it to me this year, So, and they brought on the,
Okay, let's talk about, because we only have like another 15, 20 minutes. So let's talk about the Crab Tavern, because you guys do a good job there, great job there. Let's talk about that. When did all that begin?
It's almost 5 years, right?
5 years?
Yeah, it's almost 5 years. I think that's one of the longest open mics that I ever seen. Longest, okay? Nobody lasts that long. But we used to have, before the band came, we had karaoke. We had Sir Charles and the Chandlers. We're doing open mic. And I was just coming out of being a DJ at the time.
But you got a supportive cast of characters that show up every
year.
Wednesday.
Right.
Followers.
Right. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of times those people are as sufficient as we are. I mean, imagine, 1 week you need this band, you need a guitar. I mean, I've seen some open mic. Where my guitar player? We have the same people, and they're dedicated, and I think that means a whole lot.
But I wasn't even talking about the band.
I'm talking about the followers.
The followers. Oh, yeah.
Followers.
Well, you know what?
We don't go there that often, but every time we go there, it's like,
yeah. Well, that was built over the years, and we try to keep it fun.
Yeah,
Well,
on Facebook, I just got a message saying that I have about 71,400 videos that I put out. That's only on Facebook. That's not talking about YouTube.
Yes, he does. Yes,
Okay.
yes, he does.
71,000.
71,439
Videos.
Wow.
videos.
That is
And guess what?
Yes.
I say about 1,000 of them might be mine.
But at Crab Tavern, it's a good atmosphere.
Oh yeah,
Okay?
that's a loving atmosphere.
And what I like about it, you can request your song and they will play it. They play it right off the bat.
But wait a minute.
What?
When you request it,
You have to put money in the basket,
you
right?
You got to put some money in that.
I forgot about the basket.
Just like a jukebox,
Yeah.
right?
Well, we don't really charge a lot.
No,
it's just fun.
Donation.
It's a donation,
Right.
Fun.
and a lot of people like places I went. I pay $5 to get into their open mic, and I guess that take care of
Yeah,
everything.
'cause
But
Crab Tavern, you don't pay.
no, you
just
don't
come
pay,
in,
and and then we have extra people to sit in sometimes, and
Yeah, but for that type of entertainment and that type of fun, good, clean, hearty,
and
fun.
the best
Give
food.
it to
You can
Right.
go there and
$20,
you get your
$5,
food,
whatever.
But I would say these guys has played for. If you got 71,000 videos, how many songs you think they played? 144,000.
Yeah.
Because it's 10 people to 20 people per video. So if you're there every week and you did all these shows, Daniel, you're videoing what we're doing. So that's why the band should be commended for what they have done.
Yes.
They have done work over the years of 144,000.
And they're very, very good. They're hard
Yeah,
workers.
then they stop and
So
learn
let's
your
give
song.
them.
Yeah.
Let's give them a round.
Crab
of applause.
Tavern,
Okay, all
the Grand
right.
Slam Jam.
Okay, now let's go back and let's say something to all these people, okay? Because all of our family is here. Leroy, Chris Nelson. Hi, Chris. Hey, what's good? How are you doing? We're doing fine, Chris, and thanks for joining in. Chris Nelson says again, it looks great. Butch Blade Ingram is saying, I have 2 songs for you, Pam, when you're ready to record. So
What?
you gotta get there, okay? Okay, he's ready.
I'll be ready. I'm ready.
Khadisha Renee, she joined and she will be
Hey,
on our
Khadisha.
show. I don't have a date, but I will be posting. Khadisha is coming on.
She was on one of my shows.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And Khadisha says, love my fellow Renee, Pamela Renee.
Oh,
Hi,
love you
Winston
too.
Gay. How are you, Winston?
Hey,
Thanks
Winston.
for joining. Chris says, awesomeness. Benny Barksdale Jr. says, hi, Renee, what's up? Chris Nelson again. Congratulations.
Chris, this is Chris.
Chris Nelson. I'm happy. I'm happy to hear you guys. And then it goes.
When he overseas a little while ago?
Yeah, but he's been back. Yeah, he went over there. I don't think it was a long tour, but he's been back. Okay. And Chris is also saying, I would like to work with you, Pam.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. All right. Okay. Now let's talk about an upcoming CD. Is that in your future?
Wait. Did you see what Butch said? He got something for her?
Yeah, I already.
Mm-hmm.
I missed it.
Okay.
Yeah, I have, we're working on Black Draws. Okay. Black Draws, we're trying to get the rights to that song.
Sounds dangerous.
It is dangerous because what I did to that song, I changed it and I did all kinds of stuff. So it's like 2 or 3 people's song in that song.
Right.
So we're working on getting that done. I got so many people that want to promote and produce that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Eddie Holman wants to change it into some hip hop. But I mean, we can really update it and make it nice. I got another song that I wrote for group Smooth Groove. Hopefully that'll be out by the time they give me my award. That's gonna be
That's the 31st. Is that this?
Yeah, I got to get somewhere. We're gonna put it. I got the music and everything. Just need to get it on a track.
Okay.
You know, that's my song. And Tony Jones mentioned that I did write a song, a Philadelphia Blues song, but that's not out yet. It's such a sad song. Blues is sad, you know. But you know, and those are things that I've been working on.
So we do have a CD coming up in the near future. Okay. And you're gonna have not just blues, but all different kinds of.
Oh, I do R&B. I do jazz. I do.
So will that be all on?
Yeah,
CD?
I do contemporary jazz, and I do soulful blues, and I do some R&B. So I do, but you know, I do gospel. I have some gospel songs that I wrote. I wrote a lot of songs, but I said I'm scared to give them to somebody.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are they protected?
I want to get them protected, but I'm
Okay.
saying that they probably say, "What is this?" You know, but
You never can tell.
yeah,
The song that is a hit, that could be a hit, is probably sitting right there in the pocket.
I know,
Right there.
I know.
And you
Yeah.
won't know until you try,
Sitting on
right?
gold.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Okay.
But you know, I got a lot of people that is encouraging me.
Yeah, because Butch said he has 2 songs.
Yes. But,
Okay. All right. Now, I'm going to go to Daniel for a minute. Now, Daniel, how can people see your videos and the pictures that you're taking? What is the website or your Facebook page that they can go to see them?
Well, I have 2 pages, Daniel Jenkins.
Speak up
and
a little bit.
Daniel Jenkins and Daniel Jenkins Live
Okay. Is that Facebook pages?
on Facebook.
Okay. And all they have to do is send you a request or something? Is that what it is?
They could just go in there and look at it and YouTube. They
Okay,
have
YouTube.
to. If they want to see anything like on Wednesday nights, like at the Crab Tavern. They would have first. They had to type in my name to get there.
Okay.
Then whatever Wednesday's date at the Crab Tavern, like for instance, it was the 14th. So you would type in Daniel Jenkins, August the 14th, 2019, and you could see the whole show that night. So
Oh,
every
okay.
Wednesday night,
Okay.
or that's all you have to do is just type in my name first to get there, the month, date, and the year. You can see the whole show. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have an email that you can give out in case someone wants to reach you?
Yes, Jenkins 111449 at gmail.com.
Okay. Okay. Now, Miss Pam, do you
Yes.
have an email that they can reach you in case they need to talk to you or they want you?
yes, I'm Pam Tani at Yahoo.com.
Okay, I remember that email.
That's-
I can get that
can't
right.
remember
but-
that neither.
That's me and my daughter.
Okay.
If anybody know my daughter, Pam Tani at Yahoo.com. I haven't got to the website stuff. So I got to get people to do all this
But they
stuff.
can go to your Facebook page also.
Oh yeah, go to my Facebook page. I have a lot of pages. I got Pamela Soulful Blues page, and that is working on the Grand Slam page is my page.
Okay.
I have a prayer page. If you want to go and we need prayer, I have, and that's moving too. I have Pamela and Renee keeping live entertainment live. I got Pamela Renee. I got about a lot of pages.
So they can go to those pages and they can keep up with what you're doing.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, those pages are.
And you do a lot of postings. So if they become your friend, then they will get all the postings, all the flyers that you're doing, so they can send you a friend request.
Right.
Right. Okay. Well, what inspirational words do you have for our viewers tonight that maybe want to sing, maybe do promotion, get into entertainment field? What inspirational words do you have for them?
Well, I would inspire them in spite of like age, how old you are, you know, to do the things that make you happy. And if you have a vision, you keep your vision, because people will try to distract you and say, you can't do this. I've heard that many times, and you can't tell me that. You know, I wanted to read off some of the people I gave awards. If they are listening, this is just half the people. I gave Norman Connors received award, Rick Watson, Shoe Baby, Brett Jolly, Tony Washington, Andrea Jackson, Lorraine Nixon, Michelle Ray, Roxy Fab, Shirley Light, Angela Burton, Salima Hakeem, Dexter Wanzel, Greg Brinkley, Kenny Jackson, I don't know who that is, Pamela Knight, Russell Gore from the Times, the Calabash Band. Daniel Jenkins even got an award from me.
Okay.
So Double Exposure, Val Ray, Tina Wu, Grand Slam Jam at one time. Will from the Stardust, and this is just half the people that I've given awards to for Black History Month, Black Music Month. We did Women on the Mic, and also down Atlantic City collaborated with Angela Burton. We did awards together, a lot of celebrity awards down there every year. We did the last 3 years, and this year, Angela, you watching? Pamela's coming back to Philly, coming back home to do awards here in Philadelphia. You know, Atlantic City is doing great. I will support them, but I need to be home. And if you want to do anything with me, call me up. You need a show, I grant you I'll put it together and make it happen.
Well, right quick, Pam. Just tell us right quick. How are the artists chosen? How are they chosen?
Okay, it's Black History Month. A person is like a legend, 25 years or more. You got, you know, you're still working.
Apply?
No. I what I do it to see what people are saying about a person.
Okay.
You know, and if they're saying a lot of stuff, so that's why I put Brett and Kenny and Doug together. They were active and they were still active, and they were out there, and they, you know what I mean. They've been out there for years. And then Black Music Month, I was picking people. I mean Black Black music, Black history. Black music and Black history is two different things. Black history was more so person that's more settled. Let me see what I did on Black. I think Black history. I think I got like Russell Gore was with the Times, you know, the older group, and then we had a Women on the Mic for women's history, which is right after Black History Month.
Well, on your Facebook page, is it possible that you can put on there how those awards are chosen, or, you know, so people can go and find out how they can get awards, how, if they're eligible, how to apply? Can you do that for them? Because I'm sure it's plenty of artists that you gave a lot of them out, but there's plenty that you didn't. And so, could you do that? Maybe put it on your Facebook page, or
well, I can
if they send you an email, can you send them something?
Well, I can put it on according to what theme that I'm going to do. It has to be like, even if you notice the Crab Tavern has themes. I like themes, and like when I did Women on the Mic, a lot of women were doing open mic at the time.
Okay.
So, you know, and I already have in my heart picked for next Black History Month. It's already in the making, in the process. So it's not really where anybody can come on
Just apply.
Yeah, apply. But they can mention,
Okay.
you know, people made suggestions,
Yeah.
and or I'll ask. I put on one time, who did you suggest? And they put people I never heard of, but you know, but I tell you what I will do, since you mentioned it, for Black History Month and all the other months, I will make a suggestion when I'm ready to start giving awards.
Mm-hmm.
I will put on my page. Anybody have any suggestions who they think qualify for these awards? How about that?
And
That's
you need
fine.
justification.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me
No, no.
let me end this. But I
You put
understand.
it out, they can say a name, but you need to send in justification for
Right.
it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So now I want to thank God. Okay. For
Always.
all his wisdom that he has given you and his gifts that he's given you and Daniel both. And I want you to make sure, as you are doing now, use these gifts and talents to glorify his name. All right?
That's right.
And I want to say special thanks to Facebook family and friends for tuning in this evening. Thanks to Gilbert, my producer.
Thank you, Gilbert.
And a special thanks go out to Carlos Devon, Tina Wu, George Buzzy, T Life and Fat Larry's Band, and Benny Barksdale for their outstanding support.
Our regular.
And a very special thanks to all my Job Corps students all over the world, especially those who attended Harper's Ferry Job Corps Center when I was principal, director there.
All right.
I want to say thanks to Leland Porter. I met yesterday. It
Yes,
was a joy
yes.
meeting you.
Come back.
Tune in to Philly Live Radio and listen to the Talents of Philadelphia, the Carlos Devon Show, Motown Monday, Women Who Jam, DJ Boogie and Light Up the Night with Shirley Lights, and Jesus Justified with Pastor Willis Brown. And you can find the schedule on Philly Live Radio's website. Okay, did I get it all? Okay, next Thursday, August 5th. Next Thursday is August 22nd, right? Okay. The
Right.
Indie Show will present Joe Williams from the Dixie Hummingbirds.
All
Okay,
right.
he will be here. Follow me on Facebook, like
That's
and
history right there.
That's history.
How
Yeah,
old is Joe now?
I don't know, but I don't.
He's like,
Mm-mm.
okay,
Okay,
I won't,
okay,
but he's
uh-uh.
been around. a
Follow
minute.
me on Facebook, like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check me out on Instagram. Check out my webpage. Okay, I'm Doris Hall James. I want to thank you both for coming in this evening, and thank all of you fans, friends, everybody for tuning in to the Indie Show. And we'll see you next week.
All
Good night.
right. Good night.